In the 26th year of the reign of the judges over the people of Nephi, the Lamanites awoke on the first morning of the first month to a great shock. Amalickiah, their king, was found dead in his own tent, and immediately Teancum, the leader of the Nephites, was ready for battle. The Lamanites, seeing the death of their king and the readiness of the Nephites, were afraid and abandoned their plans to march north. They retreated to the city of Mulek, seeking protection in their fortifications. Ammoron, the brother of Amalickiah, was appointed king over the Lamanites. He commanded his people to hold the cities they had taken, even though much blood had been shed. Teancum realized the Lamanites were determined to hold the cities they had taken. Seeing the strength of their forces, Teancum decided not to attack them directly. Instead, he fortified his position, preparing for defense until reinforcements arrived from Moroni. Moroni, seeing the situation, sent additional men to reinforce Teancum's forces. He ordered Teancum to hold the Lamanite prisoners as ransom and to fortify the land of Bountiful, securing the narrow pass leading northward. Meanwhile, Ammoron had left the land of Zarahemla, informed the queen of his brother's death, and gathered an army. He sought to harass the Nephites by attacking their borders near the West Sea. In the 27th year of the reign of the judges, Moroni sent orders to Teancum to retake the city of Mulek. But Teancum realized that he could not overpower the Lamanites in their fortifications and withdrew to await Moroni's reinforcements. When Moroni arrived with his army, he and Teancum, along with their captains, held a council of war. They decided to send messengers to Jacob, the Lamanite leader, to entice him out of his stronghold by offering battle on open ground. When Jacob, the Zoramite leader, refused to meet the Nephites on the plains, Moroni devised a plan to lure the Lamanites out. Teancum took a small force to the seashore, and Moroni's men marched by night to the west of Mulek. The Lamanites, seeing Teancum's small force, pursued them, thinking they could easily overtake them. But as they followed, Moroni's forces entered the city of Mulek. As the Lamanites pursued Teancum, they were met by Lehi's army near the city of Bountiful. Fearing they would lose the city of Mulek, the Lamanites fled in confusion, unaware that Moroni was behind them. The Lamanites were surrounded by the armies of Moroni and Lehi. Exhausted from their long march, they were forced to surrender their weapons. Jacob, the Lamanite leader, refused to yield. He fought fiercely, leading his men against Moroni. But the Nephites, with superior strength and strategy, prevailed. Jacob was slain in battle. Seeing the Nephites' victory, the Lamanite leaders surrendered their weapons and called for peace. Many of the Lamanites refused to surrender, but they too were taken prisoner. The number of prisoners taken exceeded the number of the slain. The Nephites had won a great victory, and many Lamanites were brought into captivity,